Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into something pretty unexpected.
Oh, what's that?
Mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, huh?
Yeah, but not just like how to avoid getting bitten.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
We're going way deeper, like into their life cycle.
All right.
Specifically, the aquatic side of things.
Aquatic, you mean?
Exactly. We're talking about mosquito larvae.
I never really thought about where they come from.
Right. Most of us just want them to go away.
Yeah, you just swat them and move on.
But our source material today, it's a section from a pest control licensing text.
Okay.
It takes us way beyond the basics.
Makes sense. You got to understand the whole life cycle to really control them.
Exactly. So let's start with what we all know. The mosquito itself.
Tiny, annoying.
Buzzing around our head.
Yeah, they're like little vampires.
Right. But here's the thing. They're not just any old fly.
Oh, so.
For one thing, their wings, they're covered in scales.
Scales. Huh. Never noticed that.
And those scales actually make a difference in how they fly.
Interesting. So they're not just for looks.
Nope. And then there's that piercing, sucking beak.
Yeah, that's their weapon of choice.
That's how they get our blood.
And spread diseases, unfortunately.
Right. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Are you ready for this? Mosquito larvae. They're aquatic.
Wait, what? They live in water.
They sure do.
I always just assumed they popped out of thin air or something.
They hatch from eggs laid in water.
Huh. So what, like puddles and ponds?
All kinds of standing water. Even something as small as a bird bath.
Wow. So tell me more about these larvae. What do they look like?
Well, they actually have pretty well-defined heads.
Okay.
And a segmented body.
Segmented. Like a caterpillar.
Kind of, yeah.
And how do they breathe underwater?
They have these little tubes called siphons.
Siphons?
Yeah. They stick them up to the water surface to get air.
Clever little buggers.
So we're talking about a whole underwater world that we rarely see.
Right under our noses.
And it's teeming with these larvae.
So what are they feeding on down there?
All kinds of stuff. Bacteria, floating particles.
Oh, yeah.
Get this, they even eat other mosquito larvae.
They're cannibals.
Yeah, kinda.
Wild. That's nature for you.
Survival of the fittest.
So we're talking about controlling mosquitoes.
Right.
And this licensing text we're looking at, it focuses on the aquatic side.
Exactly. Because it turns out, if you want to get rid of mosquitoes...
You got to go to the source.
Exactly. You got to target the breeding sites.
So this is where that term adulticiding comes in, right?
Yep. That's the stuff they spray.
Kills the adult mosquitoes.
But our text says it's only a temporary solution.
Yeah, kind of like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg.
Right. It doesn't solve the root problem.
Which is all those larvae in the water.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So professionals with this aquatic license.
They know how to manage those water sources.
Yep. Prevent mosquitoes from breeding in the first place.
That's a whole other level of pest control.
It is.
Yeah.
And it makes you realize every puddle, every bit of standing water.
It's a potential breeding ground.
Exactly. And this isn't just about avoiding itchy bites either.
Right, because mosquitoes can transmit diseases.
Serious ones, like West Nile Virus and encephalitis.
Yeah, those are no joke.
So by controlling mosquitoes.
We're potentially protecting public health?
Exactly.
So it's more than just pest control, really?
It's about understanding a whole ecosystem.
And how we can impact it.
Exactly. So think about it.
Yeah.
If you were in charge of mosquito control for your area,
Okay.
where would you focus your efforts?
That's a good question.
And why?
I guess I'd have to.
It really makes you think.
It does.
There's a lot more to those little pests than meets the eye.
Definitely a lot to consider. Thanks for taking us on that deep dive.
Absolutely.